Card Ladder.
All right, recapping PWCC's January premiere auction. Last weekend, Card Ladder tracked nearly $10 million in sales on PWCC's monthly premiere auction. I'm going to highlight two of them that caught my eye. First up is the 2018 Prism Gold Vinyl out of 5 Josh Allen PSA 10. Using Card Ladder, I can see that 18 months ago, this card sold for $5,800. Last Sunday, just a few hours after the Chiefs actually eliminated Josh Allen and ended the Bills' season, the card still closed for a jaw-dropping $264,000. The card appreciated 4,399%, or in terms of a multiplier, that's a 45-fold increase. For comparison's sake, over the same 18-month time span, Bitcoin increased from $9,600 to about $37,000, or by a factor of a very respectable, impressive 4x multiplier that Bitcoin experienced. But that means that the Josh Allen card outperformed Bitcoin by a factor of 45x to 4x. So, Kristina.
Yes.
There is a narrative being pushed in the hobby that all ultra-modern cards are going down in value.
I've heard it.
But this Josh Allen Prism Gold Vinyl PSA 10 is an ultra-modern card, and it's not going down in value.
What?
Indeed, you are paying hundreds of dollars for Maxi Kleber cards, which qualify as ultra-modern. Mm-hmm. And 5 years ago, we routinely hesitated before dropping a few $100s on a Michael Jordan card.
This
if you
is
can
true.
remember back then. Would you say that all ultra-modern cards are going down in value?
No, because I don't make stupid generalizations like that blanket a bunch of things that I don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah, I'm talking to you. Shut up. You don't know what you're talking about.
So if somebody said all ultra-modern cards are going down, I mean, how does that impact you as a collector when you hear that?
Look, it doesn't, because I just think of those people as nonsense pushers and people who have no idea what they're doing in this industry. And I ignore them, and I continue to collect fourth year Maxi Kleber cards for hundreds upon hundreds of dollars.
Josh, same question to you. How can we reconcile the fact that this Josh Allen card outperformed Bitcoin by a score of 45x to 4x, while we also have this hobby narrative that ultra-modern sports cards are going down?
I see that you're trying to trigger our crypto fans. Well done.
Shout out to all the crypto boys out there.
Crypto fans are going to love this one. I mean, the crypto 4x is a lot better than whatever the stock market did over this time, so crypto fans are still rubbing that one in our faces. I think this really speaks to a topic that we've hit on a few times, over the years, especially on this show and Crossover, and that's that as people are into this hobby longer, they start to understand and they move up and they grow and they realize like certain cards are more collectible, they're more desirable by large groups of people, and this is a card that's just like that. It's Prism. It's the most popular set that Josh Allen's a part of. It's extremely rare. It's good looking. It's gold. It's a high grade PSA 10. It just has all the things that collectors and people of hunting for rare items look for. And we saw last year a lot of new people coming into the hobby trying to make the narrative that you need to buy rookies, you need to buy PSA 10 base cards, and that's just sort of died off because it's not like a desirable thing for collectors and for people that have been in the hobby. So we're just seeing more and more people get more experience, and we're seeing the cards that actually, should be going up and are going up, and the cards that aren't are going down, and that's just kind of the market speaking to what people want.
Yeah, now, on my Instagram story, I put out a poll that said, I talked about this card and the appreciation that it's seen over only 18 months. This card went from $5,000 to $250,000 in a year and a half, and it's all based on the play of Josh Allen and on the expansion and the evolution of the collector preferences in our hobby. And so I put a question up and I just asked people, just tell me, why did you not buy this card in July of 2020? I just asked people, why didn't you buy it? Obviously, none of us bought it. I said, why didn't you buy it? And I got a lot of answers. Some people said, I was broke, I couldn't afford it, which is a very fine and respectable answer, $5,000. But also, the most popular answer I got was people said Josh Allen sucked in their point of view, and he played for a bad team going into that 2020 season, in the summer of 2020. So let me turn that question to Kristina.
Yes.
Kristina, why didn't you buy that card in July of 2020?
Because I don't collect cards to flip
That was a popular answer as well.
IPC players.
Yeah, that was an answer a lot of people gave too. I don't collect Josh Allen. That's why I didn't buy it. Okay, Josh, what is your answer? Why didn't you buy this Josh Allen? Josh, he has the same name as you.
Well, I mean, hindsight's always 2020. I mean, when this card sold for what I think you said $6,000, he was like maybe a top 10 quarterback. His team wasn't performing super well. He was having accuracy issues. Now he's like pretty definitively number 2 if you're drafting like a dynasty league where you're taking age into account, which the hobby greatly does. Now you're talking about like top 2, and the hobby really values things exponentially. Like they pay ultra high premiums for Mahomes and Brady, so they pay much higher prices for the very top end guys. Would you pay $200,000 for the Mac Jones equivalent of that card today? Probably not. But if he starts performing like a top 2 quarterback and moves into that ranking, then it does sell for $200,000. You're gonna say, oh, why didn't I spend $5,000 2 years ago on Mac Jones? So those players still exist today. Like you could still make those buys today. It's just, are you willing to gamble on someone going from a top 10 to top 2?
Yeah, good. And there is luck involved, a lot of luck involved, especially when dealing with prospects. And this card happened to check a lot of boxes. It was a little bit ahead of the Prism Gold wave and the Prism Gold rush that was going to occur in football over the next year. This was before the football market experienced the exponential growth that experienced throughout the entirety of 2021 and still is experiencing now. And it was before Josh Allen had his breakout season. So 3 things that maybe somebody saw and predicted those things, or maybe somebody just bought a card that they really liked and got lucky. Kristina.
I hope it was the latter. I hope it was a huge Buffalo fan who bought a card that they wanted for their PC, and now they're just like rich.
The other card I'd like to talk about is the 2009 Topps Chrome Refractor Steph Curry PSA 10. I can see using Card Ladder that this card first sold for $105 in 2010. $105. Crypto boys definitely don't want us to start throwing this one up on the charts. It's the second most recent sale. This card was $99,000 in August, and then last Sunday night it sold for $228,000. A card that was once worth $100. So it more than doubled its last sale, and this Pop 28 Curry rookie is now knocking on the door of the $250,000 club. Now Curry's total market index on Card Ladder, and this is a true number, indicates that since his rookie season, Curry's market has increased 182,334%. Crypto, BTFO, hold the L. Now that's not a mathematical error. Curry's card prices are up 1,824x since 2009. My brain can't even process that.
My brain can't process that acronym you just threw out.
Making Curry's market the best performing market in the history of sports cards. Josh, are we officially in bubble territory with Steph Curry's prices now? $228,000 for Steph Curry's Topps Chrome Refractor PSA 10? That's a staggering price. And by the way, the LeBron and the Kobe Topps Chrome Refractor PSA 10s, which granted are not numbered and not quite as low pop as the Curry, those both went over $250,000 in PSA 10 once and now have retreated to be, in the case of LeBron, under 100,000. So are we in a bubble for Steph Curry?
Man, I mean, I personally want to say yes because it doesn't make much sense to me, but I know there's like a ton of people who would get angry at that, and because of that, there's just like a very defensive fan base for Curry, and it kind of reminds me a lot of Kobe Bryant's collector base, which is like a very strong, passionate group of people who frankly like really want these cards, and they're paying these crazy prices to get these cards. And if that's what it's going to be, then people are that's what it's going to take to get this stuff if you want to collect Curry and Kobe. I personally think it's a little bit overpriced. Like it's like you said, it's gone up more than 2x in just a few months here, and really the only thing that's happened is like the team is playing well. They haven't won a championship. He still has no finals MVPs. Yeah, I guess he broke the 3-point scoring record, but we knew that was going to happen. He's going to demolish that record. He'll probably like almost double it. So I don't know. It seems crazy to me, but that's where we're at.
It's the nicest thing you'll ever hear a LeBron James aficionado say about Stephen Curry. All right, Kristina.
Yeah.
As we see,
It's painful.
Kristina, does it change the way that you think about our hobby when you see prices like this on that Steph Curry card?
No.
Not even a little bit?
No.
It doesn't keep you up at night?
No.
You don't toss and turn and dream about the chart of that card and question whether we're in a bubble?
No.
Okay.
It doesn't make you think, what are my cards worth now?
No.
When you saw that Curry, did you think your Maxi Kleber cards just quadrupled in value?
No.
You're watching SCC, Sports, Cards, Culture. Keep up with the crew and follow them on all the socials. Plus, join Josh and Chris and sometimes special guest Kristina every Friday night on Instagram Live. The Crossover.